YouTube for filming this and a lot of people. So thank you guys so much for coming here. And I would like to tell you guys a very powerful story. I think you guys will get an idea of what I'm about to say. So without further ado, I'm going to give a shout out to Chris and both mics.
All right.
Test 1, 2.
Cool? Okay.
Alright. Hello, my name is Beau Goldsby. First, I would like to thank you for coming to hear my story. I would like to thank CDE and PEC for inviting me to speak to you guys today. Through my story, you'll hear some of the ups and downs that I've had as a person with a disability. Through my 25 years of life, I've discovered some tips that I'll share with you for helping students succeed. I would like to take questions at the end of the presentation, just so everybody knows. So, let's get started! I have a rare genetic called Williams syndrome. I am one out of 10,000 people that have this very rare disability that I have. I am very social. I am very musically inclined, meaning I'm a musician myself. I play the guitar and I play the drums, and I just love to have fun. So that's just how I am. I do have some learning disabilities and medical issues, and I become depressed. I can become depressed a lot lately. I have been depressed lately because I've been having troubles finding this motor, and I've been stressed out finding it, and it's been hard. So I'll talk about that here in a little bit. I was 8 years old when I was diagnosed with Williams syndrome. My stepmom was working at a high school with a high school student who had a similar interests and obsessions as I did. He also looked like a lot like me. Seriously, you guys, he looked exactly like me. And it was awesome because I felt like I had another brother that looked like me. I consider this guy a brother to me because I truly love the guy. My stepmom, a special education teacher, had never heard of Williams syndrome. So she started researching when she went to a national conference, and when she walked around into the main room and saw 500 people from babies to adults, her jaw just dropped. They all looked like me. She gathered as much information as she could. And she shared it with my mom. And my mom had to educate my doctor on what Williams syndrome was, because my doctor had no idea, never heard of it. And so my mom went to the doctor and told him what's going on, and finally the doctor realized, okay, he does have Williams syndrome. My mom was right. I have Williams syndrome, and I'm not afraid to tell about it. So this is how I am. People with Williams syndrome have similar physical characteristics. They all have physical characteristics. You know what I mean? Characteristics. Blue eyes, coarse hair, upturned nose. I'm just... Pouty lips. We also have similar medical conditions like high blood pressure and heart problems. I do not have high blood pressure anymore. I got rid of it, and I feel wonderful because of it. Thank you so much. Just because I've lost so much weight, I don't have to worry about high blood pressure ever again. So I'm just so honored to not have it. So that's good for you. Okay. I love fixing motors and have my own small engine repair shop. In my garage, would you guys like to know what small engine shop I have?
Yes.
It is called Beau Goldsby Small Engine Repair. Repair shop. I love doing voices like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let me hear you go, woo!
Everybody, this is Arnold. How you guys doing? Let me tell you a story. There was this one kid that I ran across to, and his name was Beau. And he told me a long time ago, what is your goal and what are your dreams? And I was all like, Beau, what's your dream?
And I was like, my dream is to become a professional public speaker so I can go all around the world and perform. Yes. Who wants to hear Bullwinkle the Moose?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Bullwinkle the Moose. How's it going? I hope all of you are doing well.
Beavis and Butthead. I am Cornwall. Third Church. And Family Guy, of course, because I love Family Guy. Out of all the cartoons I've seen, I mostly like Family Guy and Beavis and Butthead. Those are my two favorite shows. The Family Guy. Okay. So here comes Peter, and he's like, "Sure, Quagmire. So you think you're the man of both, huh? Well, guess what? You're wrong. I am." "Hey, Peter, guess what? You ain't no man of both. I am. So bring it on." And Stewie, of course, from Family Guy. "Oh, brother, please say hello to everybody for me." I play the guitar, and I'm one heck of a yo-yoer. I've done my voices and yo-yo tricks at many places. Now, I had my bag somewhere, and it had a yo-yo in it, and I don't remember where it is. Okay. Thank you. I play the guitar in one heck of a yo-yoer. I've done voices and yo-yo tricks at a lot of places. Hundreds. I didn't eat very much when I was little, and my doctor told my parents to let me eat anything. I didn't eat very much when I was little, and my doctor told my parents to let me eat anything I would, even if it wasn't very healthy for me. I loved M&Ms. My favorite candy in the whole world is Reese's, M&Ms, and Kit Kats, and Hershey's. So that's my favorite. Yeah. So guess what? My stepmom taught me my colors by sorting and eating them. Yep, it's true. I wasn't a very good reader, unfortunately, but I love the computer. So once again, my parents took something that I enjoyed and used it to motivate me to read. I would want to look something up on the computer, and they would make me sound it out to search for it. There's a funny story there. I had a fascination with tornado sirens because my goal is to become a storm chaser. My goal is to teach people about storms and how they work and when it's going to happen and when it's not. I know for a fact before when there's going to be a tornado, there's going to be something going on. I know before anybody does because I'm the one who figured it out already. So I love storm chasing. It's fun. I don't go much, but when I get to, it's fun. When I was 7, okay. Did you know that when you look up siren on the internet, you will get sites about hot girls? Do I have to read that again? I started attending my MP meetings when I was 7 years old. Boy, were they boring. But I remember my teacher and my mom asking me what I liked about school and what was hard. I guess that's when I started advocating for myself. I attended every meeting the teacher scheduled, and I learned to speak for myself and let everyone know what I needed and wanted. As an adult, I attended individually planned meetings, and guess what? They're still boring. I do understand the importance of what I need to work on, but I become mad when others talk about me like I'm not there. It's hard, it really is. High school was very hard. Now, this is the hard part. I'm going to be honest with all of you. Just warn you before I say the word or anything. I'm just going to read it to you. And I hope that you guys get what I'm trying to say here. High school was hard, and I had to deal with a lot of bullies. I was called the R word. Now, how many of you are against that word? Let me see you raise your hands. That's wonderful. Thank you guys so much for being understandable about that word, because it is not true. We are not the R word. We are regular people. We just have a disability. Does not mean it's okay to call someone with a disability the R word. It is not appropriate. It's not at all. Think of how someone, think really hard for a second. If someone came up to you and was like, hey, what's up, R word? What's going on? You know, I would automatically kick that guy out of school. That's what I had to do. I had to kick him out of school because all I was dealing with was bullies. My whole entire life, I had to deal with bullies in high school. It was just really, really not a fun place to be, unfortunately. Get so mad. I found a group of friends that I liked me for who I was, And they stuck up for me along with some of my teachers. They would rally all around me and help me stick up for myself. When I was being picked on, because seriously, I was being picked on all the time. All the time. It was non-stop. And I just got tired of it. I just got to the point where I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. And it's time to change that problem. And it's gonna change right now. And so I don't use the R word, nobody uses the R word. We're all good on that, right? Yes. Good. Oh, I'm good. I convinced my teacher in high school to let me take drama and auto mechanics. I love drama. It was so much fun. Auto mechanics, not so much, really. What I thought was going to be working on engines ended up being nothing but bookwork. Yeah. It made me sad because I love engines so much. That's how passionate I am for small engines. How many of you went to high school and you guys had a small engine shop or where they work on cars for classes? Okay. So you know what I'm talking about. That's good. It made me sad because I love engines so much. I spent some of my time in special ed classes, like reading and math, and I spent some of my time in regular classes too. Sometimes I would need a teacher's aid to help me, but other times I was just fine by myself because I knew what I was doing. It was fine. I had some jobs when I was in high school and a transition program. The jobs helped me figure out what I liked and what I didn't like. My favorite job of all was at Swell Hill Event Center and music school. I was strung guitars and set up the cafe. I was being paid through a grant, and when the money ran out, my job ended. Sorry, you guys, I get really emotional because I miss it. I just miss it so much. I was being paid through a grant, and when the money ran out, my job ended. That was a very sad day. My boss from Swell Hill wrote a story about me, and it was published in a magazine called Heart to Heart. That was pretty cool. That told me my boss loved me to death to do that. My boss at Swell Hill was named Jeff, and he would go, "Hey Beau, how's it going? Good morning. Can you do Peter Griffin? I'd like you to do Peter Griffin for me." "You're all right, you're all right." All right. So my boss his name is Jeff, and he's just a wonderful dude, wonderful guy, and he's so hilarious to be around with. When I had that job, that's all I was doing was restraining guitars and hanging out with him most of the time, because he was my hero. He was my hero when I was working there. He did a darn good job of what he's doing as far as jobs-wise. And I wish Jeff was here today because I really miss that guy. In the transition program, I learned to ride the Artini and the light rail, how to use both to get to work and how to transfer 2 times to get from home to work. It is true. It was a long day. I learned to budget by money, but I still need some help with that. I like going to the rec center and working out. I do some cooking for my mom and me. I might live with my sister or on my own someday. But for right now, I am very happy living with my mom. I'm going to tell you guys about her company right now. What she does is she does a day program for adults with special needs, and what we do is I go out there with her every single day, and I make sure that nothing goes wrong. I make sure that, clients are doing what they're supposed to be doing and not messing around and not goofing off and stuff like that. So, my mom is very awesome with them. She is a wonderful lady, I swear to you. My mom's awesome. So, hi, Mom. All right. I was connected with folk rehab, and it wasn't very helpful for me because I never really connected with my counselor. My counselor and I were not buddies at the time. So, yeah. And can I say this out loud? I got her fired. I really got her fired.
From
From being
your counselor.
Yes.
Not fired from DVR.
No, I fired my counselor because she was not doing her job. So, it ended up very well. So, yeah. I never connected with my counselor. I had a few different counselors, but I'm still trying to find that one that can really help me. I am still connected with DERC, Jefferson County's Community Center Board, and they have been helpful in providing resources for me. I am going to have a person-centered planning session soon with my family and friends to develop a plan to becoming more independent. So the more independent I get, the more chances I get. My mom runs a day program for adults with disabilities, and now I participate in that a few days a week. We moved not very long ago, and I live across the street from Lowe's. How many of you are obsessed with Lowe's? Okay. I hope to work maybe one day to get a job there. In the meantime, I work on lawnmowers, snow blowers, weed whackers, and chainsaws. My favorite motor of all is Briggs & Stratton engines. The reason why I collect Briggs & Stratton engines for a living is because their company is more reliable in their engines than most small engine companies I know for a fact. You don't have to sit there and tear the motor all apart when it's not working, This is hard. There's different companies out there that are small engine shops, but I like Briggs & Stratton myself. And I've been a big fan of theirs ever since I was 5 years old. I got it, I'm okay. Do you guys mind if I take a sip of water real fast? Okay. Sorry about that. I'm back. Woo! Right. My bedroom at my sister's house is painted bricks and Stratton red, gray, and white. That's how I'm set. That's literally how obsessed I am with Briggs and Stratton. I will literally do anything for them. I will literally do anything for Briggs and Stratton because they helped me over the years. They have helped me over the years find motors that aren't available anymore, in the past. And it was a wonderful thing. And they're a wonderful company. They're very social, very nice, just a wonderful company. And I just enjoy that company a lot. All right, this is fun part. You guys ready? Yeah. All right. I love going to Black Rock. And I love playing the penny slots. I won $5,000 once. Which seems really cool, right? Man, it was really messed up. Man, it messed up my supplemental security income. Yeah. I will tell you guys that in a minute. I basically had to blow $2,500 or I would have lost my SSI benefits. I couldn't spend the money on anything I needed, like clothes, food, rent. So I bought a new computer, new amp for my guitars. I have 7 guitars. I have 3 7-string guitars, a Gibson Les Paul, and a 2x12 Valve King tube amp by PV. So that's my new amp. It's a PV Valve King 2x12. It's better than the one I had before, so I can't bring it on tour anymore, but that's okay. I'd rather do yo-yo shows. I think that's more reliable on me. My biggest passion, right? My biggest passion in life is to make people laugh and be happy. That's right. And to help parents, teachers, and students by hearing my story. I have traveled all over Colorado telling my story to give people hope. As you leave today, remember the following tips that can help you, help me, and others like me. Listen to my dreams and help me reach my full potential. Work with me to figure out what classes I should take that will lead me to my dream. Give me the assistance I need. Help me understand my disability. If you don't have a teacher that doesn't understand what a disability is, please go up to them and talk about it. Please talk to them about it. Because it's very important. Because if people aren't going to know what student has this or what student doesn't have this, we got to figure out what we need to do for that specific person. We need to figure out, okay, what classes does he need to take in order to do this? What classes should he go to? Should he go special ed classes or should he go to regular classes to figure out what he wants to do? That's what. And teach me how to advocate for myself. I love advocating for myself, people. It's so awesome. It feels wonderful. Thank you very much. I didn't understand my disability. If I don't understand If I don't understand my disability, I won't know what the combinations and assistance I need because, well, what would I know? Probably nothing until someone tells me, right? Yeah. Believe that I truly want to do the best that I can do. I may mess up sometimes, that's okay. You're there to help me figure things out. Insist that I participate in my IEP meetings. I may not understand all the legal stuff, but I do know what I want and what I need. Be my strongest advocate and treat me with respect. Focus on what I can do to help me what I can't do. Allow me to take risks. I may not understand all of the legal stuff, but I do know what I want and what I need. Be my strongest advocate and treat me with respect. Focus on what I can do to help me with what I can't do. Allow me to take risks and know that I'll make mistakes and learn from them. A mistake isn't a mistake unless you don't learn from it. You can help me take risks so I can learn to be a responsible adult. Thank you for listening to my story, and thank you for all you do for your kids. Do you have any questions, or would you guys like to see your show? Because I promise.
Yes.
Let me make sure I still have it here. Ta-da! Now this yo-yo is very special.